And we'll get that particular call for you in a few moments' time here at LBC 97.3. In the meantime, back to your calls. Dean is in Singapore. Good morning, Dean.
Good morning, Duncan.
Yes, sir.
Great show, mate. Listen to you every morning. It's just gone 10:30 here in Singapore.
Blimey.
So, yeah. Just a couple of things, really, Duncan. First of all, quickly, just on the pensions. Pensions... Myself, I'm 23 years old. I've had to go away from England to work. I went through the university system in the University of Portsmouth for 3 years. Come out of there with a huge amount of loans, which gets taken out of my account every month. On top of that, even trying to put any amount, £50, £100 into a pension per month, when you've already got loans like that coming out, is very, very hard, and not only for me, for all of my university friends, saving is not one of their strong points. Most companies now don't offer as big pension matches in which the likes of my parents were used to. So it's forced many people that have the confidence to actually move abroad and work. I've been working here in Singapore now for just over a year. What's intrigued me is the comparisons to the Singapore pension system that people have here called CPF compared to ours.
Yes.
When they're 18 here, they have a very active role to play in managing their own system, because the big worry here is drummed into kids at a very young age that you need to save for when you finish work. So the system here is a CPF fund where you have a lot of interactivity in terms of where your funds are placed. From a very young age, you can choose if you want to invest in a variety of bonds, government bonds, any country around the world, which are backed by the Singapore banks. So it gets people involved at a very young age as to looking to save for the future, whereas in our country we just don't have at the moment.
I'm intrigued by what you said, because I think we've had callers on earlier who have said, look, people need to scrimp and save and maybe do without in order to pay into a pension plan, a private pension plan. I mean, you sound like a bloke who's got his head screwed on, and I think the reality of it is that people simply cannot do that.
It is. I mean, it doesn't help with the unemployment in the country now. I think if you're coming out of university now and can't find a job, the best thing you can do is look for jobs abroad. The experience you get and of the different cultures is absolutely an unbeatable experience. And at the moment, I think that's what a lot of people are doing. But again, whenever I go back to the UK and tell my friends about this, in terms of working abroad, it's all about confidence, because a lot of people are reluctant to make that move and step up, and will just sit there and happy working normal everyday jobs, which obviously there's nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, if you want to save for your pension, then there's certain things in which you have to do.
And where's your mind in all of this? I mean, does it faze you at all when you finally give up work? Do you think that you kind of got enough of your head screwed on that you think, well, do you know what, I'm going to be okay with this? Or is there an element of fear about it?
My main aim is to earn enough money in my working life so I can cover myself over my retirement quite comfortably myself, rather than having to rely on the government to give me my money back. So it's my responsibility. I don't blame anyone for it. It's just a case now. I think people have got to step up and start looking after themselves.
All right, Dean, good to have you on the air, and good to know you're listening to LBC in Singapore. 0845 6060 973. Now, earlier I was telling you about the conversation